Hello, welcome to today's Clarity Reset. Today's reset is the true vision. So, throughout this week, if you've been following along, we have checked in with our gut. We have named the thing that might be draining our business. We also took honest stock of what's actually working and maybe even what's worked in the past that we might want to resurrect. So, today, we're going to do the thing that requires the most honesty of all. We're going to get clear on what we actually want. And we get clear on that by not paying attention to the version that sounds impressive, the thing that like we think we should want because it sounds good or it's kind of what society tells us we should have. This is really about the true vision that we think we're supposed to have, that we want to have, the one that's true when nobody else is in the room. So that's what we're going to work on today. So before we do that, we're going to get settled first with a little grounding exercise. So I invite you to get cozy in your chair and soften your gaze or close your eyes. And just for a few moments, just be in touch with your body. Just know that there's nowhere else in the world you have to be at this exact moment. This is it. And for the next 20 minutes or so, this is the only thing you have to do. We'll take some breaths together. So a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And then out through your mouth. In through your nose. Hold it. And out through your mouth. In through your nose. Hold it. And out through your mouth. Let your breathing return to normal. And I don't know if you've noticed, but today's energy has a particular kind of clarity to it. And if you're watching on the day that this is posted, you might be sensitive to that. You might notice that to be true about today. It's kind of the day that makes the honest answer more accessible than usual. So let yourself be in that. Think about that for a few moments. Notice if there's anything that's been holding you back from yourself or just kind of in the way. And let it be present without doing anything about it. Not yet. Notice if you're feeling any tension or any other kind of sensations in your body in any particular places. Sometimes sometimes when we're holding tension, we're holding stress or we're holding data, we're holding information. And sometimes it's not even about, where that pain is or where that tension is. Sometimes it's about something that's going on in our mind and our body's just holding on to it somewhere, somehow. Sometimes it feels like an anxiety in our chest, our heart racing or our nervous system. Sometimes you can feel that. So if there's any of that that's coming up for you, just notice it. Just notice that it's there. There's nothing wrong with it. We're going to take a few more breaths together. So a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, and out through your mouth. Let your breathing return to normal. And when you're ready, you open your eyes, come back to the room, and grab your journal. And for the first 2 minutes, just brain dump, just anything that's in your head. Doesn't have to make any sense. Nobody's going to read it. It's not going to matter. All this is going to do is just get out incomplete thoughts or just the floaters. I always imagine it like there's these things just kind of floating around in your brain, and you're just getting those out onto paper and getting them out of the way so that when we do the work with the actual questions, with the prompts that are coming, you've already cleared out the mucky stuff. You have another minute left. Just keep going, keep writing. And if you don't know what to write, just write the last word that you wrote and keep writing it until the next one comes. The key here is to not stop writing. Okay, you can stop writing. The first question that I want you to answer in your journal is, what do you actually want your business to look like? What do you actually want your business to look like? Write the version that's true, not the one that sounds right in a bio or your sales page, but like, how do you want to spend your time? And like, who do you want to work with? How do you want to work with them? Um, what do you want to stop doing in your business? What does a good week feel like? Just write it all without editing for like feasibility. Like, it doesn't matter if you think it's possible or not, but what do you actually want your business to look like on the daily? And you still have a little more than 4 minutes left. So there's lots of time on this one. So get detailed. What's the effort level that you want to put in? How does your, lead generation look? Or, what kind of clients are you working with? Or, what does your time look like? Address all of that. Do you have a set schedule? Is your schedule just as you feel like it? What does that look like too? Start wrapping it up. So, again, how do you want to spend your time? What do you want your business to look like? What does it feel like? If there's anything you haven't written down that's floating around in there, make sure you get it down. Even if it doesn't seem feasible or possible, just do it anyway. All right. So, the next question that I want you to answer: where is your current business most different from the one you just described? Where is your current business most different from one you just described? You have a few more minutes left. So, where is your current business most different from the one you just described? And be specific. This isn't about like what's wrong. It's more about like what might be misaligned. So, like, where are you spending time, energy, your resources in ways that don't point toward the vision that you just wrote? So, name those specific places, like, what you're building and what you actually want are different. That's what you're trying to name. The misalignment. We got about 45 seconds left. So again, where is your current business most different from the one you just described? Okay. All right. So the next question: what's the thing that makes you hesitate to build toward what you actually want? What is the thing that makes you hesitate to build toward what you actually want? And there's usually something. So it could be that there's fear about what it might require. It could be kind of a like a loyalty to like how things have been done up until now. It could be worry about what people would think. Um, it could be the story you tell yourself about what's realistic. But what's the specific thing that slows you down when you start moving toward the honest version of your vision? Got about a minute left. So again, what's the thing that makes you hesitate to build toward what you actually want? It could be a story you're telling yourself, fear, habit, worrying about what people think. Start wrapping it up. Okay. So finally, I want you to finish this sentence. If I gave myself full permission to build exactly what I want, the first thing I would do is blank. And write the whole sentence out. If I gave myself full permission to build exactly what I want, the first thing I would do is blank. All right. As you're wrapping it up, I'll just say this. Sometimes the vision that you've been performing and the vision that you actually want are not the same thing. And maybe today you got to meet the real one if it was a little different. So I would love if you want to share, but you are in no way obligated to do so. And I can say for me, there goes my timer, the business that I eventually want is very different than the business that I'm doing right now. And there are some similarities, but there are some stark differences. Um, so, I need to keep that in mind. I do these journal entries or these journal exercises along with you a lot of the time. And sometimes I discover something while I'm doing them. And today was kind of one of those days. Um, so, anyway.
Um, yeah, I think it's more that I am a visionary, and so I just squirrel. I don't know how to like prioritize. My vision has always been the same.
Oh, I
I'm
love
just
that.
I love that. I'm getting in my way.
Mhm.
Just because I feel like what I have now doesn't help me get to the bigger picture. Like I don't have enough things in place to get me there yet.
Gotcha. And
Gotcha.
so
And
there
so there,
do you feel like you have
do you
a good
feel like you have a good
foundation?
foundation? Sorry, it's cutting out. Can you say that again?
Do you
Do
feel
you
like you have
feel
a
like
good
you have a good
foundation?
foundation? Yes, but it's in my head.
Got you.
Got you.
Does your
Does your
business,
business
um,
um,
mirror what's in
mirror
your
what's in
head
your
in any
head in
way?
any way? Yes. So, like, for what's crazy is like sometimes I'll work with like business coaches. Like starting out, I used to go through like the SBA or whatever, and kind of have other people help me with like direction and stuff. And what's funny is like they'll ask me for, well, do you have this in place? Yes, here it is. So I even probably surprise them and also surprise myself, like, oh yeah, no, I have that. And it's funny too, because a lot of times like I'll have it in like my like Google Drive folder, but then I'll forget when I named it. So then I can't reference it.
Yeah.
It's also even though I have like a bigger vision in the back of my head, I I don't think I always necessarily think about it in like, okay, I need to take these steps to at least get a little bit closer.
So you don't
So
have
you don't
that within
have
the
that
forefront of
within the
your mind.
forefront of your mind. No, no. But also, like, I have a completely different mindset in regards to I just let life happen. Like, it just is what it is. So, like, if everybody asked the question, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years or whatever? And if you asked me that question, I would not say living in Texas, running two businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I think it's hard for me to even say, like, okay, this is where I see myself in the future, even though I do have an idea of where I want to be. Yeah, it's hard for me to actually picture how to get there, because life just lives without
Yeah.
you sometimes.
Yeah. I totally
Yeah, I
understand that.
totally
I'm
understand that.
in a lot of
I'm
ways, I'm the same
in a
way. If
lot of
you
ways,
ask
I'm the
me like
same
my
way. If you ask
5-year
me like
plan,
my
I'd be like,
5-year plan, I'd be like,
I don't know.
I
Like,
don't
do
know.
I
Like,
know
do
the
I
thing
know
that
the
I really
thing that
want
I really want
overall?
overall?
I do.
I do.
It doesn't mean I'm going to get there
It
in
doesn't
five
mean I'm going to get
years,
there in 5 years,
or maybe I get
or
there in a
maybe I
year,
get
and
there
I'm
in a
cool with
year,
that.
and I'm cool with that. Right.
So
So
I'm definitely
I'm
a journey
definitely a
person,
journey person.
and it
Yes.
sounds like you
And
might
it
be the
sounds like
journey
you might be
person
the
too.
journey person too. Yes. Yeah. I'm along for the ride for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
get
I
that.
totally get that.
And that's not the
And
way
that's
that
not
like
the way that like
most, you
most,
know,
you know,
business
business
consultants or
consultants or
coaches or
coaches or
frameworks or
frameworks or
any of
or
that
any of
works,
that works.
you know?
Exactly.
So it's hard
So
to
it's
like try
hard
to
to like
fit
try to
into
fit
that.
into that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's what's missing is all those like the systems and I have to build a foundation, and if I want to meet my bigger picture, I need the support. Like I'm gonna have to need staff, and obviously they're gonna have to know what to do. So I have to, create a playbook of this is what I do.
Hmm.
And then I just get overwhelmed.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
there's so much
there's so
going
much
on,
going on,
so
right?
many
So many
ideas because you're an
ideas because you're
ideas
an ideas
person,
person,
and so
and so
obviously
obviously there's a lot
just floating
just
around
floating
everywhere
around
that you've
everywhere that
gotta
you've got to
get out
get out
onto. I mean,
onto.
I'm gonna
I
say
mean, I'm
onto
going to say
paper,
onto
but
paper, but
it's more than
it's
just
more
onto
than just
paper.
onto paper.
Um, but you have to get
But
it
you have to
out
get it
there,
out
get it
there, get it
organized,
organized, get it
get it
prioritized,
prioritized, And I think
And
what's
I think
also
what's
really
also really
important is that you
important is that
also
you
build
also
in some
build in
sort of
some sort of
way
way
to
to
periodically check
periodically check
in
in with yourself
make
again to make
sure that you're
sure that
on
you're
some
on
sort of
some sort
track
of track
that's aligned
that's
with what
aligned
that
with what
vision
that
is
vision
out
is
there,
out there.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's kind of how I answered question 4, was that I really just need to like map out a plan, not a strict plan. Obviously there's going to be some flexibility in there, but more just like yesterday with the reset, I noticed, I really need to focus on putting myself out there more and networking and all those types of things, and I treat it as just like I don't treat it as like my main focus, and I need to. So I need to also maybe set some standards for myself that, whatever it is, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to do XYZ. And there's no backing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's hard with an
And that's
ADHD
hard with an
thing too,
ADHD
because your
thing too,
energy is
because your
gonna shift
energy is going to
around,
shift
and
around.
some
And
days
some days
mornings aren't gonna work
mornings
out
aren't going to work out like
they
that.
might,
Some days they
you
might,
know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you've gotta
And
be
so you've got to
prepared
be
to, like,
prepared to like
be flexible
be
in your week
flexible
and
in
in your
your
day,
week
and
and in
just
your
know, like,
day, and just know
this
like
chunk of things
this
has to
chunk of
happen,
things has to happen,
and,
and
give yourself some grace
give
about
yourself some
how or
grace
when
about
they
how or when
happen,
they happen,
as long as they happen
Yeah.
in a
as long as they
timeframe. But
happen in
yeah,
a
it takes a
time frame.
lot
Yeah, it takes
of
a lot
work
of work
to
to
not
not
walk in a
walk
linear
in
path
a
to get to your
linear
goal.
path to get to your
It's more
goal.
work this way.
It's more work this way.
But I also think that there's a
But
lot
I
of
also
joy,
think that
and
there's a
there's a
lot of
lot of
joy,
discovery, and there's a lot of adventure
discovery, and
in
there's a lot of
it too,
adventure in it too.
Oh, absolutely.
you know?
Like,
And it's so possible to
running
do.
business.
It's so possible to do.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No, running a business is kind of crazy, especially if you like depend on yourself financially.
Totally.
Like I still have to keep a roof over my head. And I've definitely, it's exciting because, you have to learn to be like resourceful and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes, but it's always worked out in some funny way. And I can never see myself going back to a regular job ever. I will never give up.
I get it.
I get it.
I get it. And I appreciate people who have that in them,
who have that in them,
because it takes a lot to get out of that
it takes a
regular
lot to get
job
out of that
realm,
regular job realm,
and then
and then
just be so
just be
determined to not go back
so
to it,
determined to not go back to it, no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to make you. That's what's going to make you.
That's what's going to make it work.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I've seen other people in this space. Like I have a friend who I met. She also was an entrepreneur. She had her own business, and our businesses kind of overlapped. And she had an opportunity to partner with another local business, and she wasn't that great at running the back end of her business. So when she was in talks of kind of like partnering, it they were not very nice in saying like, what are you doing? Like, this is terrible, this is bad, I can't even believe, and I was there when it happened, and I was like, that is insane to even say that to somebody. But it totally broke her.
Especially if it's a company who has seen the back end of businesses, because
a lot of businesses are like that. Honestly.
Yeah. And there were just little things, like she just didn't realize what she's supposed to be doing, and then she was like, well, I'm open to learning. Like, obviously you reached out for a reason, you saw what I was doing and you wanted to be a part of it. And yeah, no, it completely broke her. She ended up going back to working a regular job. Yeah.
That sucks, because you know what, you don't know
what you're doing until you're doing it, and you fail, and you learn, and you fix it, and you fail again, and
this is just
part of how it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's so sad.
It really is. And I keep trying to tell her, like, come on, come back to this side.
Maybe she'll get fed up.
Maybe she'll get fed up enough to go.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, I hate to see
Yeah,
that
I hate to see
happen.
that happen.
I get it.
I get it.
But I hate to see
But
it
I hate
happen
to
to
see it
people.
happen to people.
Right.
But there's
Same.
only so
There's
long,
only
like
so
once
long,
you've
like
been
once
out
you've been
of
out
the rat
of
race,
the
there's
rat
only
race,
so
there's
long
only
you
so
can be
long
back
you can
in
be
it
back
before
in
it
it
really
before it
wears on your
really wears
soul.
on your soul.
So
So
I bet she'll be
I bet
back
she'll
at
be
it in
back at it in
some other
some
way.
other way.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually she will. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, I'm
Well,
so
I'm
glad
so
that
glad
you
you
came
came
today.
today.
And
And
yep, I'm gonna be
yep, I'm gonna be
posting
posting
this
this
on
on YouTube.
Ooh, exciting.
And
Uh-oh, I better warn her.
yeah,
I talked about her.
Sunday.
So this will be on YouTube.
This will be on YouTube, and I'm gonna tag your website.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're welcome.
absolutely.
And the one you were on
and the one you were on the other day,
I did that too.
I did that too.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right.
All
right.
I hope
Well, I hope you have the best day ever. I hope you can join tomorrow too. Tomorrow we're kind of wrapping up this whole thing.
Potentially, I have a client tomorrow, but I can probably hang out in the background.
Yeah, either that,
or just watch the replay.
But it'll be a good one to
kind of wrap up the week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, awesome.
I hope you have the best day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.